Hi, I'm Roger Southgate. I'm from the UK. I'm a member of ISACA, and I've been active in the ongoing development of COBIT since about 2002, and I'm very happy to be here in Bulgaria speaking at this conference.
So how does COBIT 5 compare to COBIT 4?
Okay, well obviously IT has evolved quite rapidly since the early 90s and continues to do so. And COBIT first was produced in 1996 and has been updated at regular intervals to really reflect the changes in A, the technology, and perhaps more importantly, B, how we go about using that technology. So if you think back to when COBIT 4 came out, it's literally almost at the same time when Google started to get traction. And then we have Facebook and Twitter appearing, and now we have smart devices. So it's just COBIT 5 represents the next stage of the journey of how A, the technology is evolving, and B, how we use the technology. And so ISACA, being a professional members body, we need to keep updating and refreshing it to reflect how people should try to use and apply the technology properly.
How does COBIT 5 address the three huge topics right now, BYOD, the cloud and social networking that you just mentioned?
Well, the key thing really with a structured approach to governance is that you're now understanding that technology is becoming pervasive inside the business processes. Okay, and so what you need is informed decision making. Now, no amount of process or procedure can ensure that people make the right decisions all the time, but hopefully having a proper structured framework with the right sort of supporting resources that people can refer to for guidance will enable them to make better informed decisions. But each organisation is really unique in its journey of its evolution as to what products and services it supplies and to whom it supplies it and how it goes about doing them.
And what is your vision of COBIT 6, the next version of COBIT?
I think that there's a lot of traction around this whole area. I mean, as IT has become more pervasive in every aspect of people's lives, it's becoming a very challenging topic. And certainly we know the EU in its privacy directives has been doing a lot of work, but equally perhaps unnoticed by a lot of people, there's a lot of work being done by the World Economic Forum. And they have two publications, one from 2011 and one earlier this year, all around this whole issue of privacy. And part of one of the key things that COBIT 5 does is actually bring together our approach to value generation, risk management and resource management, so we can get a holistic approach. And new tagline, which we adopted a couple of years ago now, trust in and value from information systems. And I think that really captures the essence in that a lot of the hesitation that people have and concerns they have around privacy and their data are around, can people be trusted, and what actually are they capturing and how are they capturing it. And certainly the World Economic Forum publication, which I can't for the life of me off the top of my head remember, but in 2012 really explores this, and particularly things like how Google anonymizes data to understand and develop better search algorithms, etc. It addresses, or not necessarily addresses, but it actually brings out the questions for people to consider and help people understand what the alternative ways forward are. And certainly anybody interested in this area, I would certainly recommend they take a look at that publication.
So you think it will be mainly about regulations, compliance, risk management and privacy?
Hopefully it's going to be in business's best interest. The only reason we end up with regulation and compliance is when there's a gap between what organisations are doing and what society as a whole expects organisations to do. And it's at that stage we get regulation. Now, if all the potential suppliers don't meet the security requirements or aspirations that the members of the public have, then quite frankly, none of them are going to do business with them. So as we go forward, maybe I'm looking at the world through rose-tinted glasses, but I would like to see that the level of regulation would go down. But what we will get is better transparency and clearer vision of accountability across organisations.
Let's hope so. You'll be here tomorrow too, and tomorrow you will lead a training related to COBIT 5, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. Yep. I'm delighted to run the first COBIT 5 training session in Bulgaria. We will be looking at COBIT 5 and unwrapping it for people who perhaps have not come across COBIT before, as well as for those people who may be using part of COBIT already. That will really take place in the morning. And in the afternoon, we'll be taking a closer look at the linkage and understanding how we address things like risk and security and the additional support that's coming out with the new publications.
How many participants do you expect?
Well, at this stage, we have 23, which I think is the largest number we've had for a workshop attached to this conference. So yes, it's and I've met some of the participants already today during registration, and they all seem very anxious and eager. So I need to have an early night tonight to make sure I'm fit, healthy and active and firing on all four cylinders to do them justice, and the material justice, because it is really good stuff. But like everything, you need to be able to use it.
I hope you'll have a very good training day tomorrow. Thank you for that interview.
Thank you.